Well. We're back. Back to talk about the Bleach game. This game fucking sucks, bro. This game, you know, I really tried, bro. I tried so hard to give this game a fair shot. I tried to be optimistic. I tried everything, bro. I really did. I did not want to make another one of these videos. Bleach Rebirth of Souls is a flop. As a fighting game, this game is a flop. As a Bleach game, it's fine. You know, if you're a Bleach fan, you're probably not going to be very critical of this game. If you're just happy to have, you know, a Bleach game after all these years, that's great. I'm happy for you. Does that mean the game is good? No, but, you know, it's a Bleach game. And I guess it's nice that there's a Bleach game. A new Bleach game. It's a shame because I'm gonna be real. I feel like what's in the game is good. However, it needs more. And, you know, I made a couple videos back in the day saying that, you know, if this game sucked, I was gonna crash out. I'm about to crash out, bro. Like right now, it's over. I don't have any more energy to really give. Just know, bro. I've been mad. I've been very mad. I ain't uploaded in months, bro. Because this game was supposed to be it. Bleach Rebirth of Souls was my last hope in anime games. And Bandai motherfucking Scamco once again couldn't keep it in their fucking pants and deliver a satisfying fighting game product. They had to just sit here and go, oh yeah, the game's ready. 2 combos per character? Game is ready. Let's go. 2 motherfucking combos per character. These niggas looked and said, oh, square, triangle, triangle. Fighting game is done. We got combos. Are you motherfucking serious? Square. Triangle. That is your combos. I'm about to crash out again. I'm gonna let y'all just hear the crash out, bro. I'm gonna let y'all just hear the crash out and we're done. I'm gonna give this game a proper review after the crash out. All right, we're gonna talk about things that are good about the game and things that suck. And yeah, without further ado, let's fucking do this shit, bro. Well. We're here again. Bandai Scamco strikes again, guys. Yet another unsatisfying anime product. You niggas just can't get it right, huh? You just can't get it right. You have everything going for you with these fucking releases. Naruto Storm Connections. Niggas are hyped for the next Storm game. You flop. Game is unfucking finished. No fucking lobbies. Fucking pathetic. What's next? Oh, Dragon Ball Sparking fucking Zero, bro. Oh my god. Oh, y'all hit a lick with that one. Y'all hit a lick with that one. All them pre-orders. 3 million copies day one. 3 million copies. Day one. That was a lick, bro. That was a robbery. You got niggas with that one. Oh my goodness, game was so chopped on release, bro. Oh, but niggas didn't care. All you had to do. Oh, guys, look, guys, you guys love Tenkaichi, right? We got a new entry in the Tenkaichi series, guys. Look at it. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Frauded them. You got everybody just with that. Just with that little tease right there that it was the next entry in the Tenkaichi series. $100 pre-orders, bro. My brother pre-ordered that shit. You think he was playing after week 1? My brother played that game for 2 weeks, bro. He played that game for 2 weeks and dropped it because of how ass it was. Just like everybody else. Everybody played that game for 2 weeks, started leaving drastically, everybody. Player numbers dropping. You got your copers. Oh, guys, no, that's just the Steam charts, guys. It doesn't mean anything. shut the fuck up. Oh my gosh, y'all niggas made me sick. I made my video. Everybody trying to say I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one for saying that game is ass. Eat fucking shit. All of y'all who tried to say I was crazy. And now we're here. Bleach Rebirth of Souls. This shit is so fucking... I knew this game was cooked. I knew it was chopped. And it didn't even take much for me to figure it out. The minute I knew this game would never be taken fucking serious at all. You know why?
2 combos per character.
All this fucking intricacy with this battle system, y'all really wanted to be like, but look guys, it's like the Kompaku system, guys. You have your stocks and
2 combos per character.
All of that. You did all of this intricate ass shit with your system just for you to put
2 combos per character.
How many fucking characters is in this motherfucking game, bro? How many? And y'all niggas genuinely thought it was a good idea.
2 combos per character.
And y'all thought the game was finished. You just released it like that. And on top of that, you niggas, you didn't have a ranked mode. And to the point to where I thought, I'm like, oh my goodness, wait a minute. They realize that this game is not competitively viable. There's no way there could be a ranked mode. They did this on purpose. You know, you guys did a good job. I can't believe it. They had enough brain cells to realize that there is no way that there can actually be a serious ranked mode for this game. Because there's
2 combos per character.
But no, you guys added a ranked mode in a game with 2 combos per character. I'm sorry, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Your battle system is not intricate enough for you to get away with 2 combos per motherfucking character. The combat is not expansive enough for you to get away with a decision like that. The movement isn't good enough. Nothing is good enough for you to justify 2 combos per motherfucking character. The game is unfinished. Just by the fact you needed to go back in there and you needed to look and say, 2 combos per character, we might want to change that. You want to know something fucking hilarious? Storm. Every single Storm game. You're pressing one singular button for combos. You are pressing the circle button. Niggas love to hate on Storm. You got more than 2 combos, I'll tell you that fucking much. You got more than 2 combos. And there's a purpose for every single one. The neutral combo knocks the opponent away. The down combo leaves the opponent on the ground. The up combo leaves the opponent in the air. And guess what? You get an air combo on top of that.
2 combos per character. Square, 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 square. Triangle, 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 triangle.
That's your fighting game. That's Bleach Rebirth of Souls. With the occasional circle button. You niggas had one job. Everybody was excited for this motherfucking Bleach game. You know how long it's been since we got a Bleach game? Everybody wanted it. Bandai had one job. Deliver a finished product. That's all you had to do. This one fucking time, all you had to do was deliver a finished product. The devs aren't fucking stupid with this game. They're not stupid. They're not like them Sparking Zero ones. They're smarter. All you had to do was give the developers enough time to release a finished motherfucking product and not rush them and make them release a game with 2 combos per character. This is it, bro. I'm not buying no more fucking anime games, bro. You think I'm buying that stupid ass Nen Impact? I'm not buying that shit. PS2 graphics looking ass game. I ain't buying that shit. You might get me with that fucking Demon Slayer shit. I can smell it now. It's not gonna be done. I already know that game's not gonna be done. They're gonna try to grub off the hype from the movie. And guess what? Y'all are gonna fall for it. Y'all gonna play that freaking Demon Slayer game and it's gonna suck and be unfinished just like everything before it. I'm done, bro. I'm waiting on a review this time. I'm waiting. I'm not buying that shit day 1, week 1. No, fuck that. Bleach was the last one where I'd in good faith just purchase an anime game. I'm good. I'm gonna wait for somebody else to review the game. I'm gonna look and see what's not in there. I'm gonna look and see if there's lobbies. I'm gonna look and see if there's a ranked mode. I'm gonna look and see if there's more than 2 combos per character. And then I'll think about buying the game. It's disgusting. I'm tired of it. I'm done. Fuck anime games. Fuck Bondi motherfucking Scamco.
Alrighty, well, there you have it. That is the Krashout. With that out of the way, I can now start discussing the actual game. I'll go ahead and start off with the good things, the things that I enjoy about this game. And to be honest, there's a lot. There's a lot of things that I like about this game, which is why, again, I did not want to make this video. I was trying very hard to cope and just not make this video. But the things that I don't like about this game, I really don't like about this game. And these issues were kind of highlighted in the ranked mode. Like, I started to really understand how much I didn't like this game when I decided to play ranked, which is what I knew was going to happen. I knew the second that there was ranked in this game, I was gonna see this game for what it really was. But, you know, it is what it is. For better or worse, they have added rank to the game. Anyways, first thing that I really like about this game, the aesthetic of this game is 10 out of 10. I think they got the Bleach look perfectly. I don't think anybody can argue that, you know, this game looks bad or it does not look good. Right off the bat, this was the first thing that got me interested in the game. Just at how the game looked, bro. It just looks great. Everything from the animations of the characters down to the UIs in the menus, bro. Like, bro, this shit is tough, bro. It's so tough, man. I love this art style and I love the graphics for the game. And then the next thing that we gotta talk about, bro, the OST of the game, bro. Oh my gosh, bro, I'm not gonna lie, they was in their bag with the music for this game, bro. It's fire. They cooked so hard. And then don't even get me started on the transformation OSTs for the characters, bro. Every character in the game has their own individual theme when they transform, bro. And bro, some of my favorites are Kisuke's, Yoruichi's, and Soifon's. So yeah, presentation as well as the soundtrack for the game, 10 out of 10, no complaints here. Now, I want to move on and discuss the story mode of the game. I'll start off with the things that I like about the story mode. So, to be honest, I think it's kind of sad that I have to compliment the game for this, but for the most part, all of the cutscenes are actual legitimate cutscenes and not just still images like how we've been getting in these last couple of anime releases, bro. I don't know what's up with these anime games and just apparently not having a budget for actual cutscenes, but this game for the most part has, you know, all like real cutscenes. Now, don't get your hopes up. The cutscenes are not like insane, like movie level cutscenes, but you know, they're good. They're good enough. I give it a pass, and it's better than still images. So, satisfactory job for the cutscenes. Also, another thing that I liked about the story that I know a lot of other people probably wouldn't care for, there's filler in the story mode. And you know, I know people hate filler. You don't have to do the filler. The filler is completely optional. You can just skip over it if you don't want to do it. But if you do want to do it, then, you know, you get to see the characters do some funny, silly stuff. And, you know, it's cool. I think it's cool that they actually decided to add that, and they made it optional and not like a mandatory part of the story that you just have to do. That's, I'm not gonna lie, those are probably the nicest things that I can say about the story mode. To keep it simple, the story mode, after a while, it starts to drag really bad. Not just because of the length, because the story only goes up to the Arrancar arc. And I thought that was pretty short. But with how the story is structured, they do a lot of missions in the story where it's just a cutscene, and you just watch the cutscene, and then boom, you go to the next mission, and it might be, you know, a battle, or it might be another cutscene. And it makes the story drag for so long. Another thing is the gameplay. The gameplay, for the most part, it does not change. There are sections in the game where you fight hollows, which is cool, but the hollows are really just giant damage sponges that barely react to your attacks. And, you know, it's kind of lame. I'm gonna be real. It's pretty lame. Something I think this game definitely could have benefited from is, you know, switching up the style of gameplay, like how the Storm games do in their story modes. I think the Storm games do a pretty good job of adding like unique mechanics that are pretty much exclusive to the story mode, to the point to where a lot of the stuff that's in the Storm game story modes, a lot of us wish that that stuff was in the actual game, but it's not. It's just exclusive to the story mode. Ironically, I think this game could have benefited from doing stuff like that, just adding unique, cool things to the story mode, since they have already unique things like hollows. Speaking of stuff that's in the story mode but not in the game, this game has a bunch of characters in the story mode that are just not in the actual game. Like the Vizard, Hiyori's here in the story mode. You fight Hiyori, but Hiyori is nothing more than like a little item that Shinji can throw out in his special move. Other than that, Hiyori is not in the game. White Ichigo is here in the game, but just not a character, or not even a skin for Ichigo. They could have at least like made him a skin or something, but no, he's just here in the story mode. So I don't know, man. I thought that was pretty whack that they had characters that you fight in the story mode, but they're just not playable. I thought that was pretty lame. And yeah, as I said, the gameplay over the course of the story, it just gets stale. Speaking of the gameplay, I think now it's time for me to actually discuss the gameplay. So the first thing that I'll go ahead and compliment the gameplay for with this game, I can tell the devs really wanted to make sure that every character in the game felt different from anyone else on the roster. And I will commend the devs for sticking to that and actually succeeding in that, because everybody in the roster has a unique moveset and, they approach battles a little differently. I've heard a lot of people wrongly call this game a Dissidia clone or say it plays like Dissidia. This game plays nothing like Dissidia. It sounds really complicated when you first get into it and you play the tutorial mode, but it's really simple. Essentially, you and your opponent have these stocks by your health bar. Your goal is to reduce your opponent's stocks to 0. How you do that is by depleting their health bar. When their health bar is low enough, their health bar goes red. You have the option to either use this attack, either using your square combo or your triangle combo, to knock your opponent away, and hold down the R2 button, which will make your character do a Kompaku attack. If you choose to do this early, you will immediately take away stocks from your opponent. Or you can choose to wait and fully deplete your opponent's health bar. And when you do this, the opponent will automatically be knocked away and your character will do their Kompaku attack. But your Kompaku attack will take more stocks than it otherwise would have. And that's essentially how it works. Something that I really like about the stock system in this game is that it makes the fights feel a lot like Bleach, where just because someone gets a lead on you in stocks doesn't mean that you're just gonna lose. Because when you get knocked out, usually by that point, one of you guys will have your awakening. And once you awaken, your character deals a little bit more damage and you'll take more stocks. And this means that you'll probably take the lead, even if you were the first to get knocked out. Which makes it feel a lot like Bleach, and how like somebody can be getting dogged in the first half of the battle and then somebody transforms and then now the shoe's on the other foot. I actually think that, you know, they implemented this system really well to make the games feel like Bleach, and it's really cool. Those are my compliments for the gameplay. Now I'm going to talk about some of the weaknesses that are in this combat system. If you guys listened to my Krashout, then you probably already know my biggest complaint with this combat system. But if you skipped it, then I'll go ahead and tell you right now. I am not a fan of the square, 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 triangle, 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 triangle combo system. I think it is boring and lame, and we should have a lot more options besides just pressing the square button 4 times and just pressing the triangle button 4 times for combos. I hate it. It boggles my mind that we have so many characters in this game and all of them function basically exactly the same because of these combos. To be fair, there are some characters in the game who can extend their combos using their signature move, characters like Soifon or Yoruichi. But the vast majority of characters in this game, square, 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 triangle, 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 triangle. I know combos are not everything when it comes to a fighting game, but they play a big part in the enjoyment. It feels good beating on your opponent with some really cool flashy combos. It feels great doing that. And the more combos I have to do that, the more options I have to beat my opponent's ass, the more enjoyment I'm gonna feel. You only giving me 2 combos to beat my opponent's ass with is lame. That is my biggest problem with this game. Just no type of combo variation whatsoever, man. It is so awful. Because truthfully, all the other issues that I have with this game, I would overlook them if the core gameplay was fun enough for me to overlook the other problems I have with this game. However, you couple the other issues I have with the fact that the core gameplay experience is stale and boring after a certain point. I'ma just be real, I can only look at the same 2 combos over and over for so long before I start to get bored. People love to hate on Storm and say that you guys only press 1 button for combos, this and that and the third. At least we have more than 2 combos in Storm. We got way more than 2 combos, and I can cancel out of my combos and go into an ultimate or a jutsu and do all kinds of crazy stuff. You can't do none of that in Bleach Rebirth of Souls. They suck, man. I agree with the people saying that, you know, we don't need another Storm. We don't need every anime game to play like Storm. We don't, but considering the fact that many regard Storm to be one of the better anime arena fighters, I feel like some of these other anime arena fighters should look at some of the things that we like about Storm and try and apply them to other anime games. I don't see what's wrong with them borrowing certain aspects from some other anime games that we like and applying their own spin on it in their games. I feel like more games should do that so we can start getting more of the things we like in our games. It really sucks coming from Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, coming from Naruto Storm, these games with over 100 characters in their roster. Everyone has the same combo structure, and yet they were still able to come up with different combo animations for every single character. You come over to a game like this with 2 combos for every single character, and there's only about 30, and yet they couldn't come up with 4 different combo variations for 30 characters. It's sad. I will never understand why this happened. Other than that, I just think the devs just needed more time trying to make every character feel different, that they felt like 2 combos would just be enough with the work they did. And I'm sorry to say,
it absolutely was not enough, and we needed more combo variation. Moving on, another thing that I don't like about this combat system is reverse gauge. I like the concept of the reverse gauge. I like the idea of having multiple uses for it. So you can use the reverse gauge to either A, regain lost health, B, get out of a combo that your opponent puts you in, or C, to extend a combo that you're doing. I like that you have different options and ways that you can use the reverse gauge. I really only have two problems with it. One, I feel like it takes forever to build your reverse gauge when you use it, and that means you get to do less things like extending your combos, or another mechanic that I actually like and wish that it wasn't tied to the reverse gauge, the flash step. The flash step mechanic is also tied to your reverse gauge. I kind of wish that the flash step was its own unique mechanic and it was not tied to the reverse gauge, because I like flash stepping and I like that you can counter an opponent's attack with the flash step and, you know, get a combo if you time it perfectly with your opponent's attack. I think that's awesome, but because a lot of the time you kind of have to choose whether you're going to use your reverse gauge to extend a combo for a little bit more damage or to get out of a combo. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the time, like, it just kind of sucks, because at most you're gonna be able to use the reverse gauge one time to get out of a combo, and you're not gonna be able to get out of a combo ever again until you fill your reverse gauge again. Like I said, it takes forever to fill, it feels like, and it feels like I barely ever get to use it if I'm not like super stingy with the reverse gauge. Another thing that I did not like about this game, this is something that I initially was going to compliment this game for, but over time it kind of soured my mood, and that's the costumes for this game. So to my surprise, there's a lot of characters in this game who have a decent bit of costumes. And, you know, coming from a game like Sparking Zero where everybody's costume is basically just battle damage, I was really surprised and I was pretty happy with it at first. Until I started looking at the 1000-Year Blood War costumes. I'm not gonna lie, those 1000-Year Blood War costumes should have been characters. This Yoruichi right here is not the same Yoruichi as this Yoruichi right here. They are not the same. Yoruichi in the 1000-Year Blood War arc is stronger and has a completely new transformation that I'm not gonna spoil, but just know she has it. And I was expecting, when I saw this outfit for Yoruichi, I thought this was going to be a character, not a costume change for Yoruichi. And I was very disappointed by that. All of the characters, all of them who have an outfit for the 1000-Year Blood War, they're just costumes instead of actual legitimate characters. I want it to be known, there are 4 Ichigos in this game if you include the DLC. All of them play completely different. They are not just costume changes, but they couldn't do that for any of the other characters. Whack. Whack. That's pretty much all I have to say as far as the gameplay is concerned. The last section for this video is going to be, you know, missing content that I feel should have been in this game and it is not. Or it is in this game, but it's in offline. First thing I'm going to start off with is stage transitions. So if you played in offline, something that I was a huge fan of when I first got into this game and I was fighting computers, is that I noticed that when you do a Kompaku attack in offline play, on certain stages, the Kompaku attack will knock the opponent into a completely different part of the stage. And I thought this was so freaking cool. However, this is exclusive to offline play. For whatever reason, they felt like this should only be in offline. It's disappointing. Feels like with every anime game, when it comes to online,
cool features get shafted when there's online added every time, man. Another thing, this is much smaller, but it still bugged me a little bit. Certain characters have unique interactions. And you know, something that I like to do is that when I play online with my friends, a lot of the time, you know, I like to reenact fights that happened in the anime. So if my friend is playing Aizen, I'll pick Kisuke or Yoruichi and fight him, you know, like they did in the anime. And you know, when I play offline like that, the characters speak to each other and they have a unique interaction. But in online, it just cuts right to the battle. I just think that that is a little disappointing that, you know, we just don't even get the unique interactions in online. Now, another thing that is missing in online, there is no lobbies. Now, when I say lobbies, that there's no lobbies, I mean there are no lobbies in which you can invite multiple of your friends into one lobby and you all watch or fight. There are no lobbies like that. You have 1v1 rooms, and that is what you get. I don't understand, bro. Do they not have the budget to give us lobbies? Do they just think we just don't need lobbies? Do they just think that we niggas who play online games just don't have friends, so we don't need lobbies with multiple slots for multiple people to join? Why? Why would you do this? I had multiple of my friends who had this game. The few of my friends who did play this game, who have this game. When we were playing when it was new, we were like, yo, let's get on, let's play some Bleach. And of course, Bandai motherfucking Scamco didn't give us actual lobbies. So me and my friends are sitting here like, okay, well, who's gonna fight who? We couldn't just all join a room and watch each other fight and then run the gauntlet. Why does this always happen with anime games? Why can't, I swear, it used to be common knowledge for us to be able to have lobbies in fighting games. I don't know what changed to where now all of a sudden they just think we don't need lobbies. We just want to do 1v1s. I don't know what the heck happened, but this, I'm getting tired of not being able to invite multiple of my friends into a lobby when an anime game comes out and we all fight each other. I'm getting so sick of it. That's it, man. That's pretty much all my complaints for Bleach Rebirth of Souls. If you've been watching my videos, I've been saying, you know, I rock with anime games, bro. I love anime games. Not no more, bro. I'm tired of anime games, bro. I'm tired of getting the same slop fed to me over and over and over. The same fucking dance, same song and dance, every single release, unfinished game after unfinished game after unfinished game. So, I don't know, bro. I love fighting games. I love anime fighting games. Anime games as of late have just been complete trash. So, going forward on this channel, I might go play some Tekken. I'm not gonna lie. I might play some Tekken if Kunimitsu drops. If Kunimitsu drops for Tekken 8, y'all see me on there. I'll even, like, I'll do a rank series. I'll get to the highest rank in Tekken 8 if they add Kunimitsu. Until that day comes, you know, I'm chilling. Street Fighter 6, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Them swimsuit outfits dropping, so you already know your boy is gonna be copping that Kimberly swimsuit, bro. I'm gonna be there, bro. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be playing some rank with that swimsuit on. And that's gonna be that. And then yeah, bro, I'm gonna be playing some Marvel Rivals. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This whole time I've been like slacking on the uploads. I've been on that Marvel Rivals. I'm gonna keep it 1,000, bro. I've been on that. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little variety on the channel because I'm not gonna lie, bro. These anime games is some hot doo-doo garbage. But, you know, if you made it this far to the video, thank you. Y'all, let me know how that Demon Slayer game is, bro. Is that game finished? Is there more than 2 combos per character? Please let me know. If there is, right there, that's already like a step in the right direction if there's more than 2 combos per character. Anyways, I'm about to go ahead and start editing this video. Peace out.